Today, we are going to make a special performance which lasts about 1 minute. You can spend some time putting this together and then perform it for somebody else in your house, or you can just do it for yourself. This performance will take place underneath a table. A table is brilliant for a performance at home because the top and the legs make a sort of frame and make it feel a bit like a small theatre. So you'll need to get yourself a table. This could be a kitchen table, a coffee table, a toy table, a bedside table, a dining room table, or any other kind of table you might have, as long as it has a rectangle to be the arch where the performance will take place. It's important that you can be on one side of the table and your real or imaginary audience can be on the other. You might need to ask for help to move a table to somewhere you can make your performance. The beginning and end of your performance are going to be the same. They involve making some noise. In the artist Imran Perretta's The Destructors, the film begins with some people clapping their hands to their knees in a sort of special long drum roll. I suggest you make up a clapping rhythm on your hands and knees, or remember one you know from somewhere else. At the beginning of the performance, how about repeating this over and over a few times, getting faster to get the audience excited about what will happen? Why don't you pause the video now and get your clapping rhythm together? You can practice it until you've got it and then press play again for the next part. Ready? Pause. Okay. In The Destructors, we see different people telling stories about their lives. We never fully see their whole faces because of the interesting camera angles that the artist has used. For the next part of your performance, make up poses you think are interesting, where the audience would not be able to see your face. You might curl up in a ball, sit on a chair behind the table so the audience see your knees only, stick your arm or leg into the performance space from the side, lie down so only the middle of you is under the table, or something else you might think of. You can pause the video in a moment to try out some different poses until you've found 3 that you like. Practice moving from one to the next smoothly. Join them up to the repeated clapping rhythm from the opening of your performance. All right, pause. When you get to your last pose, tell a story about the past day or week. You can decide this in advance and practice it, or make it up on the spot. Improvisation can be great. Remember that we're making a short performance, a little mini version, so choose something punchy and that you find fun to tell. It could be when you met up with a friend in the park, something funny that you saw an animal do, a fun game that you played, a good book that you read, or something else, even an imaginary story if you like. So now you have the clapping, the poses, and the story. Pause the video again and join them together so you can remember what's happening when. Here we go. Pause. In The Destructors, we are shown images that have in them many different objects as well as people. In this next part of the performance, and we're almost at the end, we're going to show off some objects and what they do. I think a great option is a ball, which you can roll through the legs of the table from side to side, as if the ball is rolling by itself from one side of the stage to the other in your little table theatre. You might have some other ideas though. So pause the video, grab an object and see what you can make it do under the table. If it's not your object, make sure you have permission first. Are you ready? Pause. Welcome back. I hope you had fun looking for and practicing with your object. We're going to finish off the performance now with the same clapping rhythm or drum roll that you had at the beginning. Decide how long you want to do it for and add it onto your object section. You've now made a wonderful tiny performance. In it, you should have a clapping section at the beginning, some poses where the audience can't see your face, a story about something interesting that happened to you or something you made up, showing off an object and what it does, and a clapping section for the end. Do a couple of run-throughs and see if you want to change anything. The great thing about performance is that nothing is set in stone. When you're ready, gather together your audience and tell them where to sit to watch your work. Make sure they give you a big clap and that you take a bow at the end. Well done.